President Mnangagwa, who this afternoon launched the National Development Strategy 2, which marks a decisive step towards accelerating Zimbabwe's transformation into an empowered and prosperous upper-middle income economy by 2030. Now, the strategy places strong emphasis on people-centered, timely and high-quality service delivery. Our reporter Talent Gore was at the State House earlier and filed the following report.
Zimbabwe today enters a new phase in its development trajectory with the launch of the National Development Strategy 2, a comprehensive plan that promises to shape major aspects of national development over the next 5 years. The strategy seeks to deliver on hopes for stability, sustainable economic growth, and improved livelihoods for all Zimbabweans. NDS 2 is a 5-year economic blueprint that builds on the successes of NDS 1. This completes the second medium-term development plan guiding the country's economic and social priorities from the 5 years. The strategy will be anchored on devolution and decentralization plus prudent use of public resources. In addition, it will focus on mainstreaming gender, youth, women, and on the economic stability already achieved. Speaking at the launch, President Mnangagwa said the National Development Strategy 2 focuses on improving service delivery, strengthening the Zimbabwe's open for business reform agenda, and ensuring communities benefit from the country's natural resources through value addition and beneficiation. He said the blueprint will advance reforms aimed at enhancing competitiveness and reducing the cost as well as the complexity of doing business.
Our priorities are aligned to regional, continental, and global development frameworks. These encompass the SADC Regional Indicative Strategic Development Plan, the African Union Agenda 2063, and the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals.
The strategy also prioritizes infrastructure development in energy, transport, ICT, water, sanitation, and housing, all seen as key to the country's economic growth aspirations and targets. The blueprint spells out clear plans and steps to enhance food and nutrition security by boosting agricultural productivity, expanding irrigation, and investing in climate-resilient systems.
The success of any plan or strategy lies largely in its comprehensive rollout and the timeless execution. To this end, the implementation of the National Development Strategy number 2 will be anchored on robust and well-coordinated supportive structures that promote communication and dissemination, coherence, accountability, and inclusivity for the delivery of our national priorities and objectives.
President Mnangagwa called on every Zimbabwean to roll up their sleeves, put all hands on deck, shoulders on wheel, and work towards the successful implementation of the National Development Strategy 2.
I call upon all the people of our motherland, Zimbabwe, my brothers and sisters, of course inclusive of development partners, to put shoulder on the wheel and rally behind this transformational national development strategy, together in unity. With focus and unwavering determination, let us play our respective parts to accelerate progress and surpass the development aspirations and expectations as envisioned in this document.
The NDS 2 was a culmination of extensive consultations in government, private sector, labor, civil society, academia, and development partners, among others.
The United Nations reaffirms its commitment to stand shoulder to shoulder with the government and people of Zimbabwe. Together, we can and will achieve the ambitious goals set forth in the National Development Strategy 2, paving the way for a truly prosperous and empowered Zimbabwe, achieving its 2030 vision of becoming an upper-middle income society, the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development Goals, the African Union Agenda 2063, and the SADC Regional Indicative Strategic Development Plan.
The implementation and realization of targets of the NDS2 will be closely monitored and evaluated through appropriate frameworks. With 10 broad national priorities clearly spelled out, the National Development Strategy is anticipated to drive development across all sectors, building on the successes of NDS1. Talent Gore, ZTN Prime, State House.
Let's now take a quick glance at the 10 national priority areas set out in the National Development Strategy 2. And now Love Mochikova, the Sunday Mail Deputy Editor, joins us live to give us an overview of National Development Strategy 2 and what it is expected to deliver. Love Mo, good evening.
Okay, thank you very much. While the National Development Strategy 1 emphasized on stabilization, that is stabilizing the economy, and also on structural reforms, ND2 is meant to accelerate these developments that happened during the National Development Strategy 1. That is why we see that the first area of priority, both the NDC2, NDS2 has 10 areas of priority. That is the 10 priority areas which it is dealing with. So the first one is about maintaining the economic stability, which we have seen being led, the ground being led in NDC S1. So we see the consolidation of these economic developments. We expect to see the GDP continue to increase. We also expect to see the foreign currency generation continuing to increase, because by October this year we had reached almost 900 million of foreign currency reserves. So we expect this to continue increasing. And also the currency stability. We expect the ZiG to continue gaining momentum in terms of the stability that it has gained. And also this will lead to the envisaged de-dollarization process by 2030. We've also talked about value addition and beneficiation. We have seen the ground being laid in NDC1 in terms of the encouragement of the establishment of these mineral processing plants at the mines in platinum, in lithium. So we see that NDC2 is now emphasizing that now the plants, processing plants are there. What we are now going to do is to emphasize on adding value to these minerals, so that we also go to the extent of establishing factories that can produce these products from these minerals.